The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. When I was meditating on today's topic, the statement, "How can I be of service?" came to me. In a world where we see messaging about, what am I going to get out of this? If I give you this, what am I going to get in return? If I accept this position at your company, what do I get? If I show up to this relationship and I give you this, what are you going to give me in return? There's a lot of messaging around making a situation amicable for both people. And yes, I do agree that that's important. I do agree that sometimes it's best that we know all of the conditions and the expectations. But then when I look at that messaging, and everybody has their very defined roles that they play, it can be very safe. It can feel like we know the whole game. Then when I look at it from this perspective of, how can I be of service today? I go from this defined expectation to, you know what? I'm going to show up. I'm going to trust. When we show up and have the mindset of simply being of service, it's a different mindset. It opens ourselves up to possibility. Our mind cannot determine and calculate every scenario that's possible. We just can't see what we can't see. And starting the day with this mindset of, how can I be of service? How can I show up and go where I'm needed? How can I show up and help with my time, my money, my resources, my skills, my abilities? How can I be of service and not be so focused on, what are you going to give me in return? And when I feel into that, those feel very different. In a world where we are encouraged to be competent, and this resume of, what have you done? Well, I've done these things, and I saved the company this much in dollars, and I saved the company in this much in time, and I did these things, and this is where I thrive. And that's a very fixed environment. Like, those are my skill sets that I know that I really excel in. But when we shift that to, how can I be of service today? That is this unknown place where we haven't necessarily traveled. We haven't developed those skills. We haven't opened ourselves up. Being of service is that the place of the fool's journey where I'm going to show up. I'm going to fill in where I need to fill in. I'm going to give when I need to give. I'm going to learn when I need to learn. And I'm not going to sit back and say, okay, what am I going to get? How can we change that mindset of, just let me show up and let the magic happen? How can we just be in this receptive state of sitting back and just going through life, wanting to give, wanting to be of service to someone else? I know for myself, I get into these moments where I'm trying to do things and they aren't working out like I want. And I can get in this mindset of, it feels like the world is against me and things are hard, and why can't things just be easy? And I have to actively do something to get myself out of that mindset. There are people in the world that are really struggling. And when I look at my own circumstance and my own situation, there's people that are far worse. How can I get my mindset out of this very fixed place of where I'm at and just thinking about how I can be in service just opens the door a little bit, just opens myself to the possibility that I can't see, that I don't know. And I mean, how rewarding is it to do something for someone else and have them be so appreciative of it? And I've even been thinking about this. So many places want us to give online, which is great. I don't want to discourage anyone from giving money. But sometimes when we participate face to face with an organization and with people in need, we see the difference. We see it in front of us. We see the gratitude. We see the appreciation. How much our actions really impact people. How can I show up and be of service today? Is a powerful way to open up the mindset, open up the heart. And many of us who have been hurt by love, that's a little frightening to show up and have this attitude, okay, how can I show up to this relationship, not expect anything back? Not expect this, well, I'm going to do this for you, so what are you going to do for me? The energy in the sky right now really supports this type of energy. How can I just be willing to not have an expectation? How can I just be willing to help? Show me where I'm needed the most. Show me what I can do. And maybe it's just as simple as asking, how can I keep my heart open today? How can I be available and ready when I'm needed? How can I be vulnerable and let down the guard and the walls, the expectations, all of these structures that sometimes feel like it's designed to keep us stuck. That it feels safe when we know all of the conditions, and it feels safe when we have those parameters and we're all operating within them. Maybe showing up every day and asking for the walls to come down and learn to show up with no expectations. Step out onto the fool's journey, which is the journey where you don't know where you're going. You don't know what you need, but you trust that the resources, the skills, the help is going to show up when you need it. How can I be of service today? Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.